What's up, guys? Lone Driver Mike again, bringing you guys another video. Guys, what's up? Today we're going to talk about relationships and just, I'm not talking about boyfriend-girlfriend dating, even though I'm going to touch on that topic a little bit. I'm going to talk about how you treat people, whether they're your family, your friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your daughter, your son, your mom, your dad, whoever. So, you know, um, life's too short, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I've been through a lot of shit. Some of you guys know some of my personal stuff. Some of you guys don't. I'm gonna get into that a little bit today, and no one's perfect. God made us all. I'm not trying to get into religion, but you know what? I am. Whatever. If I offend some of you guys, I apologize, but I'm speaking from the heart. I'm speaking through my own belief system, my own experiences, what I've personally been through. So if you take offense to what I say, well, I don't give a shit, because this is my life. This is how I feel about things. And everyone has a right on this earth, whether you live in America or not. You have the right to say what you want to say. And speak your mind and get the word out, and maybe even try to help others, and maybe open people's mind. And people, see, that's the thing. It's hard to put what I'm trying to say into words, because it's a mentality. It's not about saying this stuff. It's a mentality. Like, if you can't get that in your mind, and you never gonna get the message. You're not gonna get what I'm trying to say. Okay, there's a way to live life. There's a way to treat people. And some of you guys are missing the whole picture of life in general. Some of you guys are mothers, some of you guys are fathers, some of you guys are sons and daughters, some of you guys are married, some of you guys have been married a couple of times and you already got a divorce. Some of you guys have child support, some of you guys have a wife but have someone on the side, like you're cheating on your wife or your husband. And I'm not here to judge, but I'm just gonna simply tell you guys my thoughts on all this kind of stuff that I'm about to say, and y'all can make your own decisions and reevaluate your own life. Because a lot of people, they go through life and they treat people the way they treat them. And I don't know if that has something to do with their upbringing, or maybe they think they're better than you. There's racist people out there. There are people that think they're better than you because, well, I'm older than you, so you should respect your elders, and I'm 58, or I'm 60 years old. And that's the whole problem with society, that everyone's entitled. They think they're better. They think that, oh, your advice, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I already lived my life. And a lot of these people, like, I have a friend of mine that, he didn't have any retirement, no savings, until I told him about this SBA loan that the government was offering for gig workers, and he didn't know about it, and I told him about it, and now he's investing in stocks and doing good. And he could have returned the favor and said, hey, Mike, without you, I wouldn't have got all this free money, and plus I told him about the unemployment thing, this and that. So if you're a really good friend, I'm going to help you succeed regardless. Whether you're older than me, you could be the age of my dad or my grandpa, or maybe you're younger than me. I'm 30 years old, so just to throw that out there. That's the thing, like, people, see, it's society too. That's the problem. That's the big fucking problem. Like, I believe in respecting your elders and respect, but when you're in a friendship type of relationship, it goes both ways. Like, just because you're older than me doesn't mean you could treat me like less of a person, or you think, well, I should give you more respect. But when you're respecting me, it doesn't have to be the same level. See, that's where I disagree for sure. I might not hate you as a person, but at the same time, it's like friendship. It's got to be equal. We're all fucking equal. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care if you're a billionaire. I don't care if I don't care who you are. We're all. I apologize. I ran out of space on my phone. My other phone I had to delete. That's why it's very important for you guys to make sure your phone has plenty of space. So if you're taking new pictures or video or downloading a new app, it's very important that you keep your phone running good. Always restart your phone, update your apps. Like a lot of you guys, and I'm getting off topic real quick, but I just want to say this real quick. But yeah, make sure you update your apps, especially if you're doing Doordash, Uber, Lyft. You want to make sure you have the current version. And yeah, delete old things on your phone. Delete the whatever, old text messages. Clear out your phone history. All that adds up. If you got all that shit on your phone's not going to perform like it should. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So I don't care if you're rich, poor, you're a millionaire, you're older than me, you're younger than me, you're black, you're Mexican, or you're whatever, non-binary, trans, cross, whatever you are, whatever you identify, whatever you are, no one's better than nobody. Democrat, Republican, rich, poor, you live in the city, you live in the country. I know some city people say, oh, a dumbass redneck, he don't know what he's talking about. And so that's what I'm saying. It's society that's made us think like this. And some people, y'all don't even realize you're judging others, and you do it. It's automatic, like, oh, this dude, he don't know what he's fucking talking about. He's younger than me. He's a white dude. He's a fucking, calling me things that I'm not even, not even am. So the way you treat people, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. So like I said, I had a friend that recently we stopped talking, whatever, because he's older than me, and I don't appreciate the way you, this and that. And he was trying to tell me something about snow and the weather, and I just told him I don't like to drive in the snow. It's very dangerous, and it's not safe. And then he just kept saying how, him and his wife always drove in snow and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, so what are you trying to say? He tried to make it sound like I wasn't a good driver and I don't know what I'm doing. And so I'm just like, dude, okay, well, you know what, man? And then he kept saying how he's older than me and how, you need to respect your elders, and I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me. And I'm like, for one, I'm just telling you, I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me, man. That's all I was saying. And people will say, they'll say different things, but I just simply said, hey, I don't like to drive in the snow because I don't want to risk it. You have really good tires. And then he was saying, well, it's possible, this and that. So if the snow's not bad, yeah, I'll drive in it. It's fine. Once it starts piling up and I start to swerve, it's not worth my life. The money's not important to me. It is. I use money as a tool. I use money to benefit my life, to improve my living arrangements, to improve, get a new car or live somewhere where it's nicer, or, use the money to start eating healthier. You use money to help you, to benefit you. Invest, if you invest your money, yeah, you can make money. So yeah, I mean, some people's ego is so high that they don't realize they're being a fucked up person, right? And those are the type of people I try to stay away from. Most people are normal and fine, but when they get on their high horse and they're like, hey, well, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm older than you, and, well, your experiences was different with snow. I almost got into a car accident. So, and I drove normal, and I drove, slow, and I brake and the tires were okay. I still slid though. You know, depending on what type of car you have an SUV, a bigger car, all-wheel drive, it's not gonna be as bad in the snow. If you have a smaller car, front-wheel drive, you know, the less weight your car is also, it's gonna. So anyways, so that's the way I see. Like, I don't see it as, hey, you're older than me, so I'm just gonna listen to everything you say. I have life experience too. I've been through shit, you know. I've been through relationships, I've been through friendships, I've been through deaths. Nothing but death in my family. My mom committed suicide, my grandma committed suicide, my grandpa died, had heart problems, smoked all his life. Grandma recently died of cancer. So, you know, mom died, you know, he's alive, but he doesn't seem to really care or make an effort. So, that's the thing, like, I've been through a lot of shit. You might have been through shit, you might know a thing or two, but depending on your, like, experiences, like snow, I almost got into an accident. I'm not going to risk, you know, getting to an accident, you know. Whether, you know, and they say, oh, your tires are not good. No, they're good. You can have good tires on your car. You could drive as careful as you can. But once it piles up and it's covering the road, you could slide. It's possible. It's freaking snow. Ice, snow, it's cold. The traction is not, it's not hitting the pavement because the snow is covering. So anyways, I just said, you know what, man, whatever. He tried to say he's better than me because, you know, I'm older and I don't have to listen to this. And I'm like, all right, well, whatever. I mean, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have been making all that money on the stocks, because I told him about the loan. He had no money, like, saved up until I told him about the SBA loan, you know, the disaster loan that gig workers can get. So I told him about it, and you know, and then he started using that money into you know, and then I think he got some of the unemployment, whatever. So, you know, if I think I can better you, if you're a good friend of mine and I trust you, I'm going to help you succeed in all aspects of life. I'm going to give you advice. I'm going to help you out. If there's an opportunity with money or a job or living arrangements. Like, even one friend I moved him into my place, right? And then he got an attitude with me over something about the bathroom, and it was always dirty. And, you know, when you live with roommates and people, this is another thing I want to talk about. When you live with people, you got to deal with them. You got to get along, right? And there's certain people that don't get along with others. So you need to be careful with who you trust, who you move into your home, who you marry eventually. Because even on my Facebook, oh, my phone's going off, sorry. Even on Facebook, I have people saying, oh, me and her broke up. You know, one of my friends, a lesbian couple, they were together for a while, you know, and they got a house or apartment together. And then all of a sudden it just didn't work out because their personalities as far as living together, maybe one was really messy, one was super clean, and they clashed on that shit. So that's the thing, like, you really need to be careful with who you trust and help, because just because you help someone succeed financially or maybe their living arrangements doesn't mean they can get a knife and stab you in the back. That's how evil people are. That's how egotistic and self-centered people are. They don't realize, like, I've thanked everyone that's got me where I need to be. Like, I know a dude that said, hey, you need to move to this area because it's X, Y, and Z. And, you know, he was helping me mentally, like, understand that, you know, he's making more money. And the same problems you're going through, Mike, is the same problems I went through. And you don't have to take my advice, but I want to help you succeed. So he's a good friend of mine. And he also watches my... What the fuck is this dude? Oh, I thought this dude was trying to pass me up. You know, so I have another friend. There are people, and like I said, there are people out there that actually really care, maybe at first, but then they do a 360 on you, and they'll want to leave, or they'll want to say bullshit about you when you're the one that helped them out. You know, I have an ex-girlfriend of mine that I actually helped her get her first bank account. I funded her first bank account. I got her a job through Doordash and helped her out. I helped her get her first car, and this and that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get how people act when you help them out so much. I have another guy that was more or less homeless, but he wasn't homeless in the sense that he was on drugs, and he was clean shaven, and he was a smart, intelligent guy. And I was going through a hard time too. That's when my baby mama left and this and that, and I was technically not homeless. I was still living in the apartment, but I was on the verge of being kicked out, so I was staying there just temporarily. And we were talking this and that, and I just was like, well, I'm being kicked out from my apartment, but until they officially kick me out, you could stay with me temporarily. Hey, by the way, my job's hiring. I worked at a temp agency, but I worked at Blue Diamond Almonds, and it's steady work, this and that. You show up every day to work, and you're gonna make money. So I told him about it. He helped me out, and then I get kicked out, and then he found us a place to like rent downtown, this and that. And so it's just little things like you help people, you expect them to return the favor. My problem is I care too much, and I help people too much, I think. I don't know what it is. Like, people's nature, they're naturally fucked up, they're self-centered, they're greedy. Like I said, I've had ex-girlfriends that I've helped, like a lot, like helped them succeed to where without me, they wouldn't be where they're at today. Like I said, one of them, I helped get a job. I helped her first bank account. I was paying for her phone bill every month. She was staying with me for free, rent free, and we had a good relationship. Like, but she wanted to leave. Half of these girls, they tell you the reason, and it doesn't even make any sense. Or they just say, I'm bored, or I'm wanting to move away. It's just the dumbest. So I think a lot of these people, especially when I'm trying to date someone, they see how good I am. They're like, dang, he's doing all this stuff for me. But then once they see one little flaw or one little like disagreement over something, because I could be stubborn too. It's like, hey, this is the way we're going to do it because XYZ. I know what I'm talking about, and blah blah blah. But so it's almost like, okay, you're getting free rent, you're getting food, you're getting water, you're getting shelter, you're getting love, affection. I'm paying you for your phone bill. You basically have no bills because I'm supporting you. I'm your man. I'm taking care of you. So when they leave, it's like, okay, so you found someone better, or what? So there's certain people that I don't get, because when all your needs are provided and you're shown love and affection, at that point I'm like, well, why do you want to leave? I don't get it. So, and then 9 out of 10 times they get with someone worse. They get with someone who's physically abusive. I'm not physically abusive. I might have a verbal disagreement with you, and I might raise my voice because I'm upset over something, but that doesn't mean I'm going to physically hurt you. Or I've never hit a woman my whole life. I don't believe in that. Or whatever. I've always respected women, I never did anything they didn't want me to do. So I'm very respectful, and I believe a woman has the right to go to work, do what she wants to do, achieve her dreams. Hell, I'll even go all in and help you achieve your fucking dream, because I care or love you or will want to see you succeed. Recently I had a girl that lived with me, and she had all her needs provided, and she just wanted to leave because something with her family and stuff. That's another thing, is when I date a girl that doesn't want to, that doesn't see the potential and the future in me. Everything's, I show the plan. I tell them, like, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to invest our money. We're going to save up for retirement. We're going to have kids. We're going to, go to a good schools and church and do this. And, I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to try to get us a house. And so And I might not be exactly where they want me to be. But, see, that's the thing with marriage and relationships. Like, you should never be with someone who won't be with you through the good and the bad times. Because now I'm rolling, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I'm living good, I'm eating good, I'm healthier, I'm working out, I'm eating healthier foods, I'm making good money every day, my living arrangements, I live by myself, I got my own place, got a routine down. I'm a very positive guy. So a lot of these girls that left me, they're like, a lot of them, they try to message me still like, oh, hey, what's up, Mike? I miss you. How you been? And, and they completely read me wrong. People will read, they'll see something they don't like about me, and it might be because I'm too short or I'm gaining weight or just little things that don't even make any sense, that don't even really matter in the scheme of things. When you got a guy that's taking care of you, paying your bills, feeding you, caring about you, cuddling with you, asking, hey, how are you doing today? You want to hang out today? A lot of them, like, I do Uber, Lyft, and rideshare. A lot of them, like, they'll want to, like, spend time with me, like, at a random fucking time. And I'm like, okay, I'll stop working and go see you. So what guy can make over $1,000 a week, pay for all your bills, and then, oh, by the way, if you want to see me at any time during the week, whether it's morning, daytime, nighttime, 2 in the morning, I'll go and see you and spend time with you. So what kind of guy? They're not guys like that. So, like I said, I'm not trying to brag, but I'm just scratching my head like, so I'm taking care of you, seeing you whenever you want, taking you out on dates. I'm not abusive. I'm tired to call you beautiful. You're so beautiful. I'm so glad I'm with you. I'm so happy with you. I'm expressing my love. I'm expressing my affection. Some girls, it's like when they get that, they're like, holy shit. Like, this dude has nothing wrong with him. I need to find a flaw and then leave him. That's what I feel like sometimes. I just like, but that's the relationship part. But anyways, so when you go through life, let me talk about family a little bit. So what we talked about friends, we talked about relationships. So let's get into the family part a little bit. So, everyone has different opinions on this, but you have one father, you have one mother. Okay? Unless your dad was abusive in some way, then okay. He just wasn't there for you, and he apologizes, says, hey, I want to make it up, I'm so sorry. You could say, hey, fuck you, man, whatever. But a lot of times, it's a fight between the mother and the father, and she said, he said. See, that's why I don't play those little games. My sister, we have different dads, and for whatever reason, she was brainwashed by my aunt and uncle. I don't know who told her what about her dad. I briefly remembered I think he was a little bit abusive, and he was on drugs. But, that's what I'm saying. No one's perfect. You have one father and one mother, and that's your birth mother, and that's your birth father. That's what I believe. I was raised by a different dad, but guess what? He's a stepdad. He's not my real dad. Okay? My real dad, I see him as my dad. I love him with all my heart. And I'll never blame him for leaving me and my mom, or, you're on drugs, this and that. He's a little bit older now. He's not exactly where he should be, and I'm a little bit disappointed. But am I going to just say, oh, fuck you, Dad, whatever, man, I might not talk to him for a little bit just because I got other things going on, and I don't want anyone to hold me, bring me down and make me sad or whatever. I'm always going to be in my dad's life. I'm always going to help him out the best I can. But, it's got to be the same. It's got to be mutual. So, if I'm trying to reach out to you and spend time with you, but you're not doing the same back to me, what does that say? Like, if my daughter, I don't see my daughter, okay? My baby mama's fucking crazy. She wants to go to court. She turned my whole family against me. I haven't talked to my sister, my aunt and uncle. I don't know what's going on. So if I physically did something to you, like stole your money, or I don't even do drugs. I don't do drugs or alcohol. So that's another thing, is like, why is my family not even talking to me? Because I didn't steal no property, no money from them. I said nothing bad about them. You know, the only thing I could think of is, oh, my baby mama saying a bunch of shit about me, which is kind of unfair, because, you know, that's not her right to get up in my business and start, whether it's true or not, you know. And then you would think my family would have my back and call me and say, hey, she's saying all this stuff about you, you know, is it true, or what the hell? And anyways, that's nobody's business. That's the one thing I hate about when it comes to relationships and family. When family gets involved and taking sides and all this kind of stuff, if you're not mature enough to be like, you know what, you and me, our relationship, that's on us. It's got nothing to do with my family. It's got nothing to do with whatever, gossip and talking and this and that. So that's why whenever I dated a girl and she was like, hey, I need you to meet my father, and I'm like, why do I need to meet your father for? Well, we just barely started dating and you already want me to meet your dad, you know. And then that dad might be judgmental and judging me over, like, just whatever, you know. And everyone's life's different, you know. So I mean, I can make $1,000 to $3,000 a month, or I can make $1,000 to like $2,000 a week. My bad, I meant to say that. But I'd be working all the time. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain what I'm saying. And I'm all over the place, and I'm sorry, but this is just how my videos are. Like, I'll speak from the mind, and I'm not really exactly like dedicated, like, hey, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna talk about that, you know, I'm gonna go in a script. I just speak my mind. So yeah, a lot of my family members, they don't talk to me probably because something my baby mama said. And then that's another thing, is people want you to do certain things, and if you don't do them, you're just looked at as a piece of shit. So I'm not addicted to drugs. I'm not addicted to alcohol. I did have a gambling problem. I haven't been gambling in a while. If I do go to the casino, I take a certain amount. I leave my bank cards at the house, and that's it, right? So when you're addicted to something, a lot of people think they know stuff about addiction, but they really don't. Unless they've actually experienced it and been through it, they don't know anything about it. So when you're addicted, it's like you always want to do that. Like, if you're addicted to gambling, you always want to go gambling. It don't matter who you hurt. And I hurt some of my family because of gambling, or friends, or whatever. And I'm sorry, you know. And I always make it up. I'm a very humble guy. If I made a mistake, I tell that person, hey, I'm so sorry. I'll do whatever it takes to make it up to you. I'm sorry. Whether it's a family member, friend, my daughter, whoever, my baby mama, you know. And I've always tried to do the right thing, right? And since then, it's been 7, wait a minute. 7 years ago. Okay, so that's the thing. When you can't forgive, okay, I mean, look at yourself for a second and say, are you a perfect person? Because you're probably not. You might be just as bad as I am. You know, you might not be addicted to stuff, but you might be like a judgmental person and a fucked up person, and you don't help others like I do. I help others, and I give advice, and, you know, I'm very forgiving and loving, and I always, if I do wrong, I try to make it up. My friends, girlfriends, whoever, my dad, family member, friends, girlfriends, whoever I'm dating, whoever it is, shit, you know, I take them out to eat, have sushi. Oh, I got the tab, don't even worry about it. We laugh, make jokes. So that's the thing. When people fuck me up and talk shit about me, and I'm just like, dude, you know, whether if you're a girl that I'm dating, I'm paying for your phone bill, I'm paying for your bills, I'm taking care of you, I'm feeding you, I'm showing you love and affection, and then you leave. Family member, friends, I take them out to eat, I show them a good time. A couple of my friends, roommates, old roommates, I take them out to sushi and buy all their sushi. It's not about money to me. It's money is a tool that you use to benefit your life and the people around you. Positive experiences, positive vibes. It's like, okay, I could buy my own meal and it costs me like $15-20, or I could take the other person out and just say, hey, get whatever you want. Let's just enjoy, talk, hang out, spend that quality time. But I don't make money an issue. It's like, I got money. Let's go. You want a steak? I took my dad out a few times on Father's Day, the last Father's Day. I took him out. We had a good time. We had a steak. I said, get whatever you want. You got steak, potatoes, some other stuff, alcohol. I think he might have bought that, but I give a shit. I care. I show it. That's the thing. Words is one thing, but showing it is another thing. I mean, you want to do both. You want to speak and show it. That's why my family members, I tell them I love you. I love you. Have a good day. I miss you. How are you? I show it. I say it. Because you don't know, my mother killed herself, right? And there are many reasons why I know why she did what she did. My grandma killed herself. And there's reasons why I think I know why she did what she did. The way we treat people, it's a big fucking impact. Whether you care about that person or not, you really want that person to die and kill themselves? No, that's not right, man. I thought about it. Suicide. I said, oh, how bad can it be? I can end my life, be done with everybody, fuck life and kill myself, and then, go to my mom and my grandma, the one, they killed themselves too. But then it's the whole religious thing, and then it's also like, well, I have a daughter. And how selfish would that be to kill myself and leave my daughter or my family? Oh, my family doesn't really care, actually, but I don't like to give up. What is wrong with this light? Oh my God, it's not fucking changing. So, I mean, yeah, that's the easy way out. But you see, another thing is, people don't realize this. My aunt told me this one time, and part of it's true, but part of it's not true, because when people kill themselves, okay, they're not happy people. And they might pretend like they're happy, but there's really some problems, some serious fucking problems. Deep down, they hate life. They're sad, they're depressed. Okay, normal people that have regular lives just don't. And there are people that are married with kids, with grandkids, but there's some family issues, or maybe deep down they're no longer in love with their husband or their wife, and they want to leave, but they don't know how to leave. And maybe there's abuse going on, and you don't see it necessarily. I'm talking about my grandma, grandpa, on my mom's side, and some of my family probably don't want me to talk about this, but sometimes it's like, that's another problem, is people don't talk about this stuff. They push it under the rug, say, oh, it's okay. My daughter ever asked me about whatever, me or the family or my side or her side, or if I know about it, I'm gonna tell the truth. Yeah, there's abuse, there's addiction, it runs in the family, But us as a family, we got to talk about this kind of stuff, because it's going to keep happening. We're going to keep hurting each other. You think my mom killed herself for no reason? You think my grandma killed herself for no reason? Yeah, I love my grandpa, but he had he told me one time, I couldn't believe he told me this. He said, drugs aren't really that bad, Michael. As long as you can maintain it, it's all right. Then I heard a story about he did a line of cocaine on the kitchen table back in the back when my mom was young in the 80s or something, and she saw that. I can't remember if she joined in or what, but you know, your actions and words both have a big impact on your kids and your family. The way you raise your kids and your family and your wife and your husband, you know, it's a big impact. It's going to affect everything, you know. And if you can be proactive and say, you know, I'm going to get involved and speak out against this, then do it. You know, even if the other family members don't agree with it. Oh, we don't need to talk about that. You're crazy. What are you talking about? That never happened. What? That's why so many families have problems. They don't talk it out. They don't discuss the problems. It's going to keep happening. And then some family members are so brainwashed, maybe by the parents or whatever, that they don't know that there's problems, because it's invisible. When there really is, there's problems. That's why I had problems with my upbringing and got into trouble, and you know, mom committed suicide and my dad left me. You know, it's all, I'm in control of my actions. But what I'm saying is, every freaking choice you make, you know, as a mother, as a father, as a grandfather, as a grandmother, as a son, a daughter, there's a consequence, okay? And it just pisses me off because, oh, well, she killed herself. That's her problem. I don't know why she did it. You know, when you really stop and think about it, like, you know what, let me think about, you know, what really happened. Let me go back to the past. Where did the problem start? What's going on? Does she have support from her family? Is she being invited to Thanksgiving? You know, like when my great grandma and grandpa were alive, you know, they kept the family together, you know, and because of morals and values and family and support and love, okay? You get those values from your grandparents or your great grandparents before things got all fucked up in the 60s and 70s, when drugs were like, oh, drugs, everything fine, whatever, do what you want to do. You know, society, TV, the media, all this shit. You know, we need to get back to the basics, man. Family, love, support. I see families nowadays, and they don't know how to function. They don't know how to show love, affection, say it properly. Hey, I love you. You know, Dad, I love you. Mom, I love you. Daughter, whatever. Son. They don't know how to express it. They don't know how to show it. They're all fucked up, you know. And then they blame others, like, well, we didn't tell them to do drugs. We didn't get them addicted to drugs. They did it on their own. Well, who was the influence? Who the hell said, oh, drugs aren't too bad as long as you can maintain them? That's what my grandpa said. My grandpa George said that. And I've been against drugs and alcohol my whole life. Maybe weed's okay because it's a plant. It's natural. You can't die from weed. It's all natural plant. Unless you have medical problems, but weed is all natural. Okay, weed's fine. I don't personally smoke it, but it's a plant. It's not man-made. It's not gonna hurt you. The Native Americans smoked random shit like flowers and roots and all that kind of stuff. Natural stuff is fine, but the man-made stuff, drugs, alcohol, that's all bad. So, you know, if you're in a family that you raise your kids like, hey, drugs are bad, alcohol's bad, don't do them. Does that mean they're not going to do drugs and alcohol? You know, there's a higher chance if you teach your kids, hey man, this is what's going to happen if you do this shit. But if you encourage them to do them, hey, well, do drugs, do whatever you want to do, you know. Well, that's not how you parent. That's not how you raise your kids. You don't tell them, hey, do drugs if you want. I don't give a shit. Just don't get addicted. You don't have a choice in that. If your body gets addicted, you become addicted. Oh, it's a bag. I saw something fly over the... It's like, what the hell is that? You become addicted. You can't help it. It's hard. I was addicted to gambling for years. It's not easy. You can't just turn it off like, oh, I'm... Some people, it's easier to just stop cold turkey, but when you're... excuse me. When you're really addicted to something, and your body craves it, mentally, in your brain, you crave it, you want it. It's hard to stop. And it's not okay for you to blame those people for these problems or that problem. Well, you lost your kids because you were addicted, this and that. It's not their fault, man. They got a problem. It's an addiction. They need help. You know? It's never okay to block your family out of your life because they have problems with addiction. It's not okay. I don't give a fuck. Aunt April, Uncle Mike, you know, my Grandpa George and Diane. But at least before my grandpa died, he said, he did apologize to me. He said, you know, the way we treated your mom, it wasn't right. I'm sorry. She blamed his wife, my Nana. Well, this was all your Nana's idea. I didn't want to block her out and fight and all this kind of stuff. So, I don't know if that was true or not, but, you know. And that's what I'm saying, is you got to quit holding a grudge over shit. You got to forgive, forget, move on, apologize, show some humbleness. You know, don't act like you didn't do nothing wrong. Because when it comes to family problems, everyone's in the wrong. Everyone's doing something wrong. Something. Being judgmental, kicking the family out, not responding, addiction, raising your kids, telling your kids certain things that might not be true, or a lie, or half lie, half truth. It's not okay. Just be honest and get to the root of the problem. You know, get to the root of the problem and help your family member, help your friends. You know, help them out. And if you can't, you can't. But at least invite them over for Thanksgiving dinner. Be some type of love and encouragement. Show a love and affection to your family. Show like you give a shit. You know, reach out. Because I'll forgive you for what you did or didn't do. Because I'm a Christian. But believe me, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to remember in the back of my head, oh, when I was having problems with my baby mama, this and that, you guys stopped talking to me, this and that, and I'm not going to forget about that. You know, family is supposed to be there for each other. Always. That's just the way I think about it. I don't know. Everyone has different opinions on it. So, that's the thing, like, my family has a lot of fucking problems. And it's not going to fix itself if we don't talk about it or man up. You can't man up. Aunt April, Uncle Mike, you hearing this? You know, if you can't man up and say, you know what? We are part of the problem. At least admit that part. Then okay, I'll forgive you. We'll move on. We'll start having family dinners again, whatever. So, because I was the first grandchild. I don't know. I was the first one to come out. You know, not only on my dad's side, but my mom's side. You know, there's family videos of me when I was a baby, this and that. I was the favorite. I was, you know, I was the one that's supposed to lead the family into the next generation. So, you know, and I'm trying my best. I really am. But I can't do it with you guys bickering and pointing the fucking finger. Man up, be a fucking adult, and let's fix our problems, man. And if you can't, then you know what? Whatever. The only person that I'm gonna really reach out and be there for is my daughter. That's it. You know, if you blocked me out of your life and you wanna message me and apologize and talk about the problems, and I'm more than willing to forgive and have a conversation, because that's what it's all about, you know. But if your ego is so fucking tall that you think you're better than everybody, well, you're not a Christian. You know, you're not better than me. You're not better than someone who's on drugs. You're the same. You're the fucking same. We're flesh and blood. Color, creed, age, doesn't matter. Gay, lesbian, whatever. Non-binary, trans, whatever you are, whatever you think you are, whatever you're rich or poor, you're not better than nobody. We're all gonna die and face God. Fucking judgment. He's the ultimate judge. He's the creator of all this shit, man. We think we have problems. We think we have control of this and that, and we're gonna block these people, and everything gonna be okay, and this and that. Well, you got another thing coming, because God says, you know what? Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Okay, so what that means is, God sees everything. Whether you think you could keep a secret from the family or your friends or whatever, you can hide it on the rug and not tell your kids about it, and well, you know, the real reason why this happened was because of this, but let's not tell our kids that. Let's just, brainwash them, and let's tell them this version of the story, and, it'll be all right. Well, you know what? That's not how it works. Because if no one tells them, well, God's going to tell them. God's going to show everything. See, I feel like when we die, we go to heaven. You go to heaven, God's going to reveal whatever you want. God knows everything. You're going to ask him about when were the pyramids made? Did she really think about, he knows everything. So when we die, you go to heaven, you're going to ask her all your questions. So no truth will be, no lie will be, every lie will be revealed, basically. Whether this life or the next life. So that's the thing. Like, you could pretend like everything's fine. You could pretend like you're better. You could, use propaganda and lie and tell this side of the story or this version, this made up story. Maybe part of it's true. Maybe part of it's, bullshit. So, see, I just like the real truth. That's it. And people need to man up to what they did wrong. You can never take blame for, hey, you got addicted to drugs, you got addicted to alcohol, you got addicted to gambling. You can't blame that on, because that's that person's choice at the same time. But the way you bring up your kids, and whether you show that person love and affection or not. If my daughter ever got addicted to drugs or alcohol, I'd still be in her life. I'd want her to get help and all this kind of stuff. But why am I going to ignore my own daughter? That's just sad, man. Your own blood, your own flesh and blood, man. That's messed up. I don't care what she did or didn't do, or what my mom did or didn't do, or my dad did or didn't do. That's why when I was raised, it's like, I knew my mom was doing drugs, but she even told me, she said, drugs are bad, don't do them. But I knew what was going on. So when people say, oh, your mom was a piece of shit, well, fuck you. She raised me good, man. I know what's right. I know what's wrong. I am the way I am because of my mom. So she lost her battle with drugs and she committed suicide, and it's sad. And I blame part of that on me. Like, I was mad towards the end of her life. I should have been there for her. So we all have a fucking responsibility to our fucking family. You be there for them. I don't care what the fuck is going on. Because at any time, your mother can die, your father can die, your grandpa can die, your son, your daughter can die. And then it's too late. It's too late. You can't make it up. You can't talk to them about how you feel. It's done. They're dead. It's too late. Because you want to sit on your high horse thinking you're better than everybody. You don't want to work it out. You don't want to talk to your family or make amends and all this kind of stuff. People hold grudges for fucking 20, 30, 40, 50 fucking years. Tired of it. Man up, be an adult, admit you fucked up, and apologize. That's all you got to do. But that's why I'm saying, like, you could do whatever you want, but God sees everything, so he's gonna correct it, whether on this life or the next life. So that's why I just hold my tongue, but I had to make a video about this. The way you treat people, whether it's friends, family, relationships, unless I fucked your girlfriend or something or stole money from your bank account, then I can understand. But I didn't do nothing like that. I'm a loyal person. I'm a forgiving person. I'm a caring person. If you need to borrow money, I'll let you borrow money. Just pay me back. I had a friend borrow $200 from me, but he never paid me back, but he's one of my best friends, and, he gives me a ride. If I'm traveling, he'll give me a ride from the airport, this and that, so I just, okay, more or less he paid me back. In that sense of the word, he didn't physically give me money and say, well, here's $200, but he's been giving me rides, and, if you don't have a car, you got to pay money for a rental or for Uber and Lyft. That adds up, $20, $30, $40, whatever. So, yeah, so it's just the way you treat people and stuff. I mean, it's a judgment of your character and who you are. So if you block me out of your life over something that I didn't even do, even if it was a slight disagreement, we could talk it out, work it out. Why can't people talk out their problems nowadays? People are so immature, self-centered, egotistic, assholes, that they just want to judge and say, oh, fuck this guy, whatever, I'm not going to talk to him, or, she said this guy that said this, and I'm just not going to. Your own family, your own fucking blood. That's the sad part. Cousins, aunts, uncles, grandpa, grandma, whatever. Dad, mother, kids. That's why I never understood that, my own sister, never forgave her dad, never wanted to, and he reached out to me before he died and was, how you doing, this and that, and I told him, I said, what my sister's doing to you and this and that, whatever you did in the past, that's the past, man, whatever. And he said, yeah, I tried to reach out to my daughter, Ashley, and I don't know why she don't want to talk to me, this and that, and it's sad that people don't, your own father, your own mother, it don't matter what they did, if they personally go to you and say, hey, I'm sorry, I want to be in your life, can you please forgive me? You only have one mother, one father. Some people only have one or two brothers and sisters. And you want to say, fuck you, your own blood? Man, you really got a black heart, black soul. And I think there's a special place in hell for those people. People that can't forgive and forget, move on, and make amends with their own blood, man. Family. Your family is what makes you. My father and my mother. This is why I look the way I look. This is the way I am So I owe it to them. Whether they got addicted to drugs or not, they're still good people. We're all fucking human beings, man. So there's no such thing as, oh, I'm better than you. No, man, we're all the same. I treat you the way you treat me. If I treat you good, I expect you to be treated good back. Very simple. That's it. If you treat me bad, well, I'm not going to treat you bad. I'm just going to stop talking to you. I'm like, well, until you apologize for the way you treated me, I'm going to make my amends with you. I'm going to apologize for anything wrong that I did. Two parties, they're both in the wrong. There's no such thing as, oh, well, one side is better than the other. There's always two sides, but they both did something wrong. There's no such thing as this guy did everything right, this guy did everything wrong. There's both wrongs on both sides. And the question is, are you adult enough, mature enough, Christian enough, or whatever, or just a decent human being to say, you know what, you did these things to me, but I also did this. I'm sorry. You know, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have said that. I responded that way because of the way you treated me. But two wrongs don't make a right, so I apologize. And hopefully that person says, you know what, yeah, Mike, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have blocked you on Facebook, or I shouldn't have left you, or I shouldn't have said those things about you, or I shouldn't have took her word. I should have called you first, and I'm so sorry. You know, okay, you want to come over for Thanksgiving dinner? You want to come over? You want to talk, hang out? You know, I'll buy you a meal since you always bought our meals first and this and that. You know, just I don't know. It's just life's too short. And if you're around those negative people, you got to say your piece with them and say, you know, hopefully you could apologize to me in the future. You know, you were in the wrong for treating me like this. You know, God works in mysterious ways. And yeah, and hopefully they grow up like my baby mom. I hope she eventually apologizes to me the way she treated me and the way she's keeping my daughter from me. It's not right. It's not okay. I didn't physically hurt anybody. The only thing I did was gamble the rent money away, and that was wrong of me to do. But shortly after that, I got another job, and a lot of people don't know this, but I missed a lot of work, not for gambling. I gambled after work. I stayed home to watch my daughter. I didn't take work off to gamble. I took work off to stay home with my daughter. So a lot of people don't know that. I lost my jobs because I missed too much work. I missed too much work because I decided to stay home because Gloria didn't want to miss her McDonald's job. Well, I have a job at McDonald's, but you don't make nothing. You don't make shit. 4 hours on the shift and minimum wage. I was working at a warehouse making more money. I made enough money to pay all the bills and then some. But you want me to mess up my job? And I told her straight up, I said, I can't miss work because I'm the breadwinner here and I'm paying all the bills. So, do you want me to quit my job? And you could work full time and I'll be a stay-at-home dad. She didn't want to do that either. There was no logical way. She had no, her head, like her brain wasn't, there was no good logical outcome the way she wanted to do things. It made no sense. It was bound for disaster from the start. And I said, if we can't do it like this, it's going to be fucked up. And I explained X, Y, and Z. Well, if we do it like this, it's going to mess this up. If you do it like that, it's going to mess this up, you know, and who's going to watch Rose and this and that. Oh, I straight up said, I said, you know what? And I even cooked meals. I did dishes. I worked. So for those of you who think I'm a bad dad or you thought I fucked up, fuck you. I did more than what I was supposed to do. I'm not a sexist guy though. So don't get that twisted. Okay, the traditional way is the wife stays home, the mother stays home, takes care of the house, the father goes to work. That's usually how it works. And it worked back in the day. But nowadays, you know, women want to work. There's nothing wrong with that. I told her that. I said, I'm not a sexist guy. You want to work, that's okay. But we got to make this work somehow. I even told her, we'll switch your day shift tonight. And then that way, you could stay home during the day. And then by the time I get home, you can go work. And I'll stay home all night with Rose. That was the most happiest time of my life, is staying home with my daughter and just spending time with her. You know, feeding her, changing her diaper, watching movies with her, watching Finding Nemo, this and that. You know, playing with her, taking little naps. You know, Gloria hated when I would take you know, like she would sleep next to us. She needed to sleep in her bed. I'm like, dude, she's not even 1 year old, for crying out loud, man. She's just a baby, you know. She wants our love, affection, you know. She wants to sleep next to her mom and dad. It's okay. So, I don't know. I just don't get how people act, you know. The way they think, the way they act, the way they treat their own family and friends. So I'm just hoping that if you did me wrong, hopefully, you know, you grow up a little bit and mature. You know, there was one guy that I invited him into my home, and without me, he'd be on the streets. A lot of these people that I helped, I mean, I helped them financially, with food, with shelter, you know, phone bill. I mean, I helped so many people out. I'm such a good person. And like I said, I don't want to brag, but it's like the way you treat people, especially, why are you going to treat someone bad that helped you so good? That's what I don't get. It's like, don't burn a bridge that really helped you out. I mean, that came in the clutch for you, that let you borrow money, that paid your bills, that paid for the house, that paid for the rent, that paid for the phone, the car. Oh, your car broke down, I gave you a ride. You know, we go out to sushi, I paid for your sushi. Or we go out to an expensive steakhouse, I pay for your meal too, because I'm just, whether it's family or friends or a girl. So I'm just like, you know, you fucking up a relationship that you really shouldn't. But those people, they're negative, immature people. They think their shit don't stink. They think they're better than you. And I don't want to be friends with someone like that. Like, I don't got time for negativity. I moved. I'm in a different area now. I got rid of all the negative people in my life. Because I'm just a very positive guy. My credit score is going up. My credit score is like 700 now. I'm beyond shocked. Because I thought it was going to take another year or two before I get that back up to 700. But my credit score is 700. I got money in the bank. I got money saved up. I got a nice car. I'm looking good. I'm starting to lose weight. I was 212 pounds. I lost already a few pounds. So, and people say, you know, it's another thing I want to say. People say, oh, being overweight, being fat, you know, you shouldn't judge, you know, if they want to be fat, you know, God makes everyone in different shapes and sizes. There's nothing okay about being overweight. There's nothing okay about being fat. Okay? I don't hate fat people. I don't, you know, discriminate. But there's nothing healthy about being overweight. If you're overweight, you have health problems. No one should be overweight. Okay? You're overweight, you're going to have problems, breathing problems, walking, running, simple things. Your energy level is going to be down. Heart problems, liver problems. If you're fat, you're probably not eating healthy, which is going to mess up your liver and your kidneys. And if those go out, you're as good as dead. Smoking for many years. That's what happened to my grandpa. His heart went out. You know, smoking Marlboro Reds. Those are one of the strongest cigarettes I guess you could smoke. Someone told me that. So, the way you treat people, the way you take care of yourself, that's going to determine your life. The way your life is. The way of the quality of your life is. You're going to have positive, uplifting people in your life. You're going to be healthy. You're going to be financially successful. Or what? You know? So when people treat me bad, I'm just like, well, did I fuck your girlfriend? Did I steal your money? Did I rob you? We had a little disagreement on something so small that it can be worked out by conversation. So those people are immature, egotistical assholes that think they're better than you, and they think nothing's bad is going to happen to them. They think their life is great. Well, you know what? Life's going to happen. Your wife's going to die. Your husband's going to die. Your kid's going to die. Your mother and father's going to die. Then you're going to be depressed. And then reality hits you like, hey, you're not fucking indestructible. You're not going to live forever. Your family's not going to live forever. Your wife's not going to live forever. Your kid's not going to live. You're going to have a horror. It's going to happen. Sadness, destruction, death. It's going to happen to you. So don't ever act like you're better than someone. And if someone helped you, return the favor. Don't be a fucking asshole. Because that's when God comes in. That's when karma comes in. And you're going to get fucked double. You might have fucked that other person over that helped you out. But guess what? God has a plan for you. And you're going to get fucked real good. So, like I said, I'm not a negative person, but karma's a bitch. That's all we can say. That's all we can say about it. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Relationships, the way you treat people, your mentality. If you're a negative person, you're always gossiping about people and spreading rumors. Believe me, I don't have to do anything. God has a punishment for everybody. If you really fucked up, you're doing the wrong thing, it's gonna come and bite you in the ass. And don't say I didn't tell you so. I'm a forgiving guy, but if you wronged me, you need to apologize. You need to make amends with me. Because most likely I already said sorry for what I did, and I'm just waiting for you to contact me and say, you know what, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have did that to you. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have prevented you from seeing your own daughter. That was so wrong of me. So wrong of me. I have no right to do that. Or whatever. My sister, hey brother, I'm so sorry I blocked you. I stopped talking to you. Life got in the way, and Gloria was saying this and that, and my family, and I just, I'm sorry. I shouldn't. You're my only brother. This and that. So, anyways, it is what it is. We all have choices. We all have decisions, and you want to make your own decisions on things, and by all means, you want to stab someone in the back that really helped you out, gave you a place to live, gave you a place to stay, told you about financial things that was like, hey, this SBA loan, helped you get money, helped you get 10,000, 20,000, and then you go and treat me like I'm a piece of shit when I'm the one that made you rich. I'm the one that got you a place to live. I'm the one that paid your phone bill, bitch. I'm the one that paid for your food and make sure you don't go hungry. So, people, they don't respect or value people that do that for them. They don't realize that. Their ego, they think they're better than you, and yeah, I don't get it. So yeah, the way you treat people, you're going to get the same response. Or, the universe is or God is going to give you what you deserve. If you're a positive person, if you're doing the right thing, you're going to see positive impacts. I'm making money. I have a place to stay. My credit score is going up. And that's all because I changed my mentality and my circle, my small circle around me, my family, friends, who I associate with. I only associate with positive people that love life, and they're trying to help me make more money, succeed in life, tell me about opportunities, tell me about how to make more money, tell me how to increase my credit score, how to qualify for an apartment or a house, or I found this cheap hotel, or I found this place to rent for you. It looks pretty good, Mike. You should check it out. I gave him a word. I gave him your name. That's who I surround my circle with. The people that, So, if you're a negative person and you're going to fuck me over, I'll make my peace with you the best I can, and I'll just block you out of my life. Because I don't have time for that. Whether you're a woman, a guy, you're older than me, you think you're better than me, it's got nothing to do with that, dude. We're all human beings. And God's going to repay vengeance on you. Every little thing, I feel like every little bad thing you did, whether it's a family member, friend, you fucked someone over, anything. God sees everything. He sees what's in your heart, whether you're a good person or a bad person. If you're really a Christian person, a forgiving person, a good person, deep down, are you a really good person? In your actions, in your words, you may say you're a good person, but if your actions and words don't speak that, if you're if your actions speak evil and your actions and your words speak evil, you're an evil person. I mean, there's no other way around it, you know. So anyways, that's all I've got to say. I'm trying to think. I mean, we talked about friends, family, relationships. Um, yeah, so if you're having problems with people, you know, and they can't seem to apologize for what they did or make it right with you, you need to say, hey, look, man, I'm going to apologize for what I did on my side, but until you grow up and mature and realize, hey, you know what? I shouldn't have did this. Hey, Mike, I'm sorry. I'm a forgiving guy. I don't seek revenge. I don't try to one-up you or do all this crazy shit. You know, I'm a really private, nice guy, right? If you fuck me over, I make my peace with you. I say, well, you know, I'll pray for you. Hopefully, you know, your heart changes in a good way, not a bad way, because right now your heart's in a bad situation. Your soul, uh, you know, some people, their soul is just damned, just by their actions and their words, the way they treat people, you know. And all I say is, you know, I can pray for you. I'm sorry for this, for X, Y, and Z, but I said those things, or might have did those things because of what you did, you know. And two wrongs don't make a right. But if I did anything wrong, I always apologize. I always try to make it right. But if their ego is so high and they're so self-centered and they're so blind to fucking what they did wrong, if they're like, well, I didn't do nothing wrong, then they're lost. They're damned. Their soul is damned to hell until they wake up and mature and realize, you know, I fucked up. I shouldn't have said that to Mike. You know, he was really a nice guy. He took me out to sushi. He found me this loan that I didn't even know about. Now that's why I'm rich. You know, Mike gave me this daughter that I didn't really want, and I wanted to abort, you know, at first, but changed my mind after I felt her kick. You know, Mike, he's the one that gave me this beautiful gift from God. Mike's the one that got me this job. Mike's the one that got me this place to live. Or, hey, I dated Mike and he actually paid for my phone bill and he let me live with him for rent free and, you know, this and that. And I should have never left him, or I never should have ended it like this way. And, you know, it's like, hey, you know what? Whenever you guys are mature enough, or my sister, I'm sorry, Mike, I shouldn't have blocked you. You know, life's been busy, but I'm sorry. And I shouldn't, you know, took her side instead of your side. You're my blood. You're my brother. I shouldn't have did that. My aunt and uncle, we shouldn't have blocked you out here. You know, we should have invited you to at least Thanksgiving dinner. You know, I'm sorry. Just simple things like that. You know, like, and then my father, like, hey, you know, I should have invited you over to my place more often, and I should have spent more time with you, and I'm sorry, and it's my fault. And as a father, I shouldn't put women or money or drugs above my own son. You know, it's not right. Um, and so that's it. I made my peace with it. I think I'm glad I made this video, not only for myself, but to, you know, maybe people that did me wrong. Maybe they could see this and maybe see the error in their ways, and maybe we can come to a amends. Because, you know, I you know, when I'm on your side, when if I really care about you, I really care. Like, I'm willing to feed you. I'm willing to make sure you're not going to go hungry. You're not going to be on the streets. Like, you know, I don't have much, but like, if you tell me, hey, I'm about to be on the streets, or hey, I need a small loan. Well, if you had Mike in your corner, I'd be there for you, man. Or girl, whatever. Family member or friend. You know, and that's the funny part, is because I treat people so good, and it's like, people think, oh, well, you're my enemy. And I'm like, Oh man, I was your friend. I actually cared about you. It's like my baby mom. I told her, before, the last time we talked, she wanted to take me to court. I said, for what? I said, all I want to do is see my daughter once a month. Once a month. That's just to start out with and see how it goes. And I said, it doesn't matter what I want or you want. It's what she wants. She was little at the time. She couldn't say nothing. So it's like, whatever my daughter wants, man. She wants me to see her. I'm going to fucking see her. She wants to live with me on the weekends. Well, that's going to fucking happen. It's not about what you want. It's not about what I want. It's about what the child wants. 9 out of 10 times a child wants their dad in their life. Their real dad in their life. 9 out of 10 times they want the real mom in their life. Not a fake mom. A stepmom. A stepdad. No, you want your real father that made you. You want the real mother that made you. And if they apologize and said, hey, I'm so sorry I did this. Can you please forgive me? If they're sincere about it, forgive your mom, forgive your dad, forgive your daughter, forgive your son, man. Dude, some of you guys just don't fucking get it, man. And you're lost. Your soul is damned, and you got a black heart, and some of you guys don't even realize it, man. It's so sad. And you go through this life, and you're wondering why is all these bad things happening. Well, it's because of the way you treat people and situations and your choices and your actions and your words. It all adds up, man. God sees everything. You can't hide nothing from God. And He controls things, man. So, I mean, all I could do is pray for you guys, and that's it, man. I don't have no hate towards nobody, man. And I'm telling you right now, some people really fucked me over. And what they did or what they're doing currently is not okay. It's never okay. Especially if I've already apologized for what I did. People need to grow up and forgive and forget and move on and make amends. And I told my baby mom, I said, if you just, I'm paying child support because that's the law. But regardless, whether it was a law or not, you think I'm not gonna pay for my daughter's new shoes? You think I'm gonna make sure my daughter gets fed and she meets medical, dental, whatever the hell, man. And I think one of her worries was she thought I was gonna take Rose away and take her and not bring her back or something along those lines. And I'm like, dude, I'm not messed up like you, man. I want Rose to have her father, which is me, and her real mother, which is you. Why would I be messed up? I don't have those type of thoughts and feelings. My heart's not black like yours. I told her that. I said, I'm not fucked up like you are. Rose deserves her father and her mother, both parents. Why would you think I would take our daughter and steal her from you, even though that's not possible, because I'm legally her guardian, she's whatever, But I would never do that because that's not right. And obviously it's not right to Rose. Rose would say, oh, I want to see my mom again. Why would I do that? I don't have a fucked up, and I looked at her, I said, who is feeding you all this bullshit? Is it your new man or something? Is it your family? I would never do that. I told her, I said, Gloria, you know me. I fucked up and gambled the money, but deep down I care about you and my daughter, man. I'm not messed up like that. I said, if you work with me, I know I'm paying child support already, but I'm more than willing to pay up some even more money. Like randomly, if Rose needs school clothes, like, hey, I need like $200 for school clothes, man. Like she's getting tall, this and that, Okay, fine, And whoever the hell you're dating, yeah, that's none of my concern. But, I want me and my daughter to, spend time as a family. Like, see that we're interacting and we're at least somewhat civil. Go to Kmart, go to Walmart, go somewhere nice, get her a nice dress or whatever, spend time and act civil, be a mature adults. But Gloria, she's not mature. She's not an adult. She's a little bit, She's a little fucking kid. She's immature. You know, and it's sad that this is the way she's acting. You know, and I don't know if she's just naturally acting like that because she's been fucked up all her life, or her new man has something to do with it. I said, I don't care about him. I don't care about whatever the hell you're saying. All I know is I just want to be in my daughter's life. Be there for her, support her, you know. And I told her, I said, if you work with me, I'm more than willing to take her on weekends. Like, if you're going to be busy or you need a break from her, I told her that. I said, I'm your friend. I'm not your enemy. I am the father of your daughter. Okay? And you should show me respect. And all I'm trying to do is be in her life, but at the same time, it's going to benefit you. You're going to get extra money, extra support, not financially, but like, hey, take your daughter from me. I can't handle her. She's getting older now. She's copping an attitude. I think she needs your guidance. She needs your fatherly, parenting or whatever, you know. So, I mean, it's only going to get worse for her. I mean, I don't know. I just know that if my daughter's watching this, I love you. I want to be in your life. I care about you. I just want to show you love and affection and be in your life and support you and always be there for you. You don't want me to be in your life? That's okay. I won't. But I'm always going to show that. I'm always going to show love, affection for you. I've showed love and affection for you since you were first born, you know. I mean, you're my baby girl. I love you. I don't have, you know, I don't know what's going on with your mom. It's just, she's, immature and not, I just don't know. But, so, anyways, I just had to get this off my chest because some of you guys, you can't, once it's too late, it's too late. So, life's too short to hold a grudge and to be a fucked up person to others. Forgive, forget, move on. Make amends with your family, your friends, your daughter, your father, your mother, your whoever, man. Apologize and move on. Try to be friends again, try to be family again. If not, at least apologize and say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry. I sincerely apologize. I want to tell you that from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry for doing this to you. I shouldn't have acted like this. At least do that, But some people, like I said, they're so immature. Their ego's so high. They think they're better than you. And like I said, we're all the same. Whether you're older than me, younger than me, whether what type of race you are, what religion, what politics, it doesn't matter, man. We're all the same. We all die. We all meet God, whether you believe in God or not. There's a creator, and he's going to judge us on the way we acted on this earth. So, forgive, forget, and move on. Mature and get that hate out of your system, man, because that hate, that's what turns your heart black. It turns it black, and it's going to kill you, and it's going to damn you to hell if you're not careful. So anyways, I think I'm done talking. I've talked for over an hour. I didn't realize this was going to go over the time frame, but yeah, that's all I've got to say. So, I know my channel's about gig work and making money and this and that, but I'm probably going to try to, I want to start making videos about how to mature as a person, how to do better, how to treat people, stuff like that. But this was a video that I needed to make. Not only for you guys, for your guys' soul, and for your guys' sake, but for my sake too. I needed to get this off my chest. But it's also to let you guys know that, hey, you guys are fucking up. You guys are doing the wrong thing. And if you don't correct yourself, and if you don't mature, then, especially if you're the victim and you're getting fucked over, I'm telling you that, apologize for what you did. Say, hey, hopefully in the future you can apologize for the way you treated me. If not, it's whatever. God bless you. I'll pray for you. Have a great life. And that's it. And just be done with it. Don't be involved with those negative people. You can't be involved with those negative people that are gonna talk down to you, talk shit about you, think they're better than you. Well, I'm older than you. You should respect me. It's like, no, man. It's gotta be equal. Okay, a relationship has to be equal. There's got to be mutual respect, mutual friendship, mutual love and affection, man. That's how it's supposed to go. There should be no one-sided relationship. It always should be the same. And if there's a problem, you talk it out, you apologize. I shouldn't have did this, I shouldn't have said that. And that's it. But see, so like I said, some people are so immature that and so egotistical that they won't admit fault or they don't realize they're making a mistake. So anyways, I hope y'all can mature and learn from this video, and hopefully you took something positive out of this video. If not, then I'm sorry I wasted your time, but I really needed to get this off my chest because it was bugging me. And this is something that instead of just typing something out to someone, if someone contacts me and says, hey Mike, I'm sorry, or hey, this and that, I just show them this video, say, hey, look, man, here, watch this video. I'm not gonna say nothing else about it. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace out, and see you later. Hope you all learn from something from this and mature and grow up a little bit, and if not, well, I'm sorry for you, but I don't know what to say. But anyways, all right. Peace out. See ya.